Thank you guys for visiting the channel. Before we start, give this video a big thumbs up, share this video with your friends, family, and loved ones, and please subscribe. It definitely helps us out. On to the show. So this story takes place in Texas last month. My boyfriend Adam, which he is 24, and I'm Amber, I'm 22. Names are changed to protect our identity. So we were driving east to Waco, Texas for a family reunion. We just filled up on gas and we have another 100 miles to go. Adam wanted to drive the last 100 miles since I was starting to get tired. As we were driving, we haven't seen a car in hours. I was just starting to drift off to sleep when Adam slammed on the brakes. I said to Adam, "What the hell?" All he could do is point to the road. All across the road were men in black suits. One of them walked up to us and stopped 10 feet from the car holding a Bible. The man said, "Why don't you all come out so we can talk?" I told Adam not to do it, but Adam gets out with his 9mm pistol. Adam tells him his men better move if he doesn't want anyone to get hurt. The man told Adam, "Now God, he doesn't like people like you." Adam looks back at me and says, "Call the cops, Amber." The man said back to Adam, "Tell you what, you give us a girl and you go get where you're going." Adam tells the man, "That deal's not going to work for us," and gets back in the car. He starts to drive slowly towards the men. The men blocking the road move with the creepiest smile that doesn't look normal. You know, that huge grin smile and they're looking down? That kind of smile. We drive the last 50 miles. We make it to Waco just fine. We go to our hotel room and we talked for a little bit and then we passed out. The next morning, as we were checking out, Adam was loading the car and I was going to do the checkout. The front desk told us that my parents left a package for me, which was odd because they never do that. As I climbed in, Adam asked what was in it, and I told him I don't know. As I opened it, it was in a black sealed bag, and the smell was horrified. I opened the door and I puked my brains out. As Adam grabs the bag, he looks inside of it. What looked like about a 16-week-old baby that was aborted. The scary part was, how did they know I was 16 weeks pregnant? I haven't slept in days. I haven't eaten in days. I'm too scared to share this with you. But people need to know. It all started a few days ago. That I was getting ready for deer hunt up in Wisconsin. Now this is probably my 10th year hunting. So I get up early, 4 a.m. I grab my gear, and I head out. Now it was probably 15 degrees, late November. It was a full moon. So when I got to my stand, I scared probably a few deer away, nothing to it. I watched the sun rise up, and life came to the woods. Squirrels, birds, and deer. Saw my first deer run across the trail, and the boy walks out, middle of the trail, just laughing. Now this kid doesn't have any hunting orange on, and I'm not going to see anything with his laughing. So it pissed me off. I climbed down and I walked towards the kid to chew him out. The kid doesn't move. He's just laughing harder and harder. I'm about 15 feet from him, and I hear a twig snap in the woods. I turn my head for a second, and the kid was gone. I figured my morning hunt was over, so I might as well just get some lunch. So I grab my gear and I head out. 3 o'clock came. As I was walking to my stand, it was too quiet. That kind of quiet that you know something bad is going to happen. But I shrugged it off and I climbed up to my stand. An hour passes and a few does walk down the trail. Right before I was about to put my gun up, the same boy walks out. Same place, same creepy laugh. I packed my gear, and I'm really going to chew this kid out this time for scaring all my deer away. This kid was facing away from me this time, laughing. As I tap his shoulder, now this is the scary part. His head spins 180 degrees and screams so loud my ears hurt, and his eyes went black. I'm talking black as night. I fell backwards, scrambling to stand back up, and shocked. I run back to my four-wheeler. As I'm driving back to my truck, the boy appears right in front of me, about 10 feet. I turn hard to miss him and almost hit a tree, and I keep driving. As I park the four-wheeler and grab my gear to the truck, I open my door, puking my brains out. Once I close the door and then start my truck, I hear the child whisper, "Are we scared yet?" I look in the rearview mirror and the boy is screaming his head off. I don't know who to tell. I'm afraid of seeing his head turn in that way again, with those eyes. The eyes of evil.